Hello and welcome to WebTrafficBrokers.com's auction. Today I'd like to walk you through on how to submit a web traffic listing. If you haven't already registered, please do so now. In the meantime, we're just going to log in. Up at the navigation bar is Select Web Traffic. We present a page with a list of categories. Please select the best category that is the most relevant to your website. Next, you'll see drop-downs of subcategories, and perhaps even a third subcategory to help you drill down. Select category. This page is the listing page. As you can see, it's fairly long and it's very detailed. At the bottom half of the listing page is the area for the auction variables. We'll come back to that later in part 2 of this video. If you can fill out this listing as detailed as possible, we can assure you that you're going to receive a lot more bids. Okay, let's start up at the top. If you need to change that category that we just selected, click that link. And by the way, here's an interesting feature. If you have any questions or you missed anything that I said, simply click on a question mark. Fully explains everything we're talking about now. Web traffic auction title. Please insert keywords or keyword phrases that best describe your website. We have optimized this page for search engines to spider it, and just by doing this alone, you'll receive a lot of traffic to this web page. Public web stats. We have created a way where buyers can view your traffic volume through graphs or pie charts. There are many public tracking systems out there. A couple of them to mention is statscounter.com or extremetracking.com. They're free. If you sign up for an account, they'll give you a little piece of code. You insert that into your page, and it'll give you all the statistics of your website. They also offer a public URL so that the general public can view those same statistics. If you have a URL like that, please insert it here. Domain Statistics Scraper. We have developed a tool that goes out into the net and scrapes various information about you and your domain name. So whatever you haven't provided us as far as your statistics are concerned, we go ahead and provide our buyers with that information. We probably scrape over 10 different types of sources, and a lot of that information is very accurate. You can enter up to 10 domain names, but we require that you enter 1. Web traffic description. This is a what you see is what you get editor. It's very powerful and has many functions and features. The only thing that we do ask is that you don't input any contact information. Ad types. We have a list of ad types that you'd be hosting on your website. If you don't see your ad type here, click Other. You can also use the Control key to select more than one. Traffic origination. Our buyers are very interested in where your traffic originates from. How did that user get to your site? Did it come off a Craigslist ad? Did that user come from Facebook? And so on. A lot of traffic is coming off Twitter these days. We can't possibly put all the different areas or different sources that traffic originates from. If that's the case for you, click Other. Also, if you hold down the Control key, you can select more than one area that traffic originates from. Max traffic delivery. Basically, this is the deadline of how long you have to deliver traffic to the buyer. So if you choose 2 weeks, please make sure that your traffic is delivered within that time period. This is your deadline. If for some reason you can't meet your deadline, then please contact the buyer and ask for an extension. User demographics. We are finding that keyword targeting is a little bit too shotgun these days, and our buyers are more interested in demographics. They want to know the ages of the users coming to your site. They want to know what percentage of females visit that site, what percentage of males. Education will give a general idea of what type of salary is earned by those users. Any type of information that you can possibly provide us that will give our buyers more information to make a smart decision in placing a bid on your website, we ask that you do so. User demographics by age group. Click any of these. You can choose a selection, the percentage of an age group that visits your site. Household size. Users by education. And of course, as mentioned, users by gender. Users by geographical reach. 10 years ago, most of our traffic that was purchased was from the US. Now we have many buyers interested in buying traffic from all over the world. We list many of the countries. Actually, we list all the countries across the world. You can select up to 7 by choosing the Control key for multiple selections. Please remember, once you submit this page, the following page, which is your confirmation page, will give you the opportunity to select percentages just like you've done up here with demographics. Web traffic statistics. If for some reason you didn't input public web traffic stats up here, we give you another opportunity to upload a snippet of your traffic stats page. It could be a graph, it could be a pie chart, but basically it's going to enable our buyers to see the flow of your traffic on a daily basis over the last 3 months, over the last year, just to give a bird's eye view of the type of traffic volume that you have coming to your website. Simply just click Upload Pictures. And that's it for the first portion of the web traffic listing, and we'll come back to the auction variables on how to submit an auction. Welcome to the auction portion of the web traffic listing. We offer two types of auctions, standard and Dutch. We'll come back to Dutch in a moment. Standard auctions are used for bulk media buys. Visitor quantity. You can see that it defaults to 1. Let's put in 100,000. If a buyer were to win this, basically the seller would deliver 100,000 to that buyer's ad or website. Again, considered a bulk media buy. If you have any questions about auctions, please remember to click the question mark. Performance models. We offer two performance models, CPC and CPM. You might notice that if CPC is selected, a drop-down list of unique IP duration gives you a selection of IP duration. Click this question mark to get more details on unique IP duration. However, generally speaking, 10 years ago, the acceptable time for unique IP duration was 24 hours. That meant that only one IP was counted within a 24-hour period. Nowadays, with major pay-per-clicks and ad networks, we're seeing IP duration less than 5 minutes. Auction starts with, you can put in any dollar figure here. It defaults to 99 cents. Reserve price, we have a $2 fee for this. Just one thing to remember about reserve price, that if you put amount in here, you're obligated to sell your traffic at that amount. Buy traffic now is a buy outright feature. Means that there's no auction, there's no bidding. Buyers can buy your traffic outright at any time for a set price. Buy traffic now offers two options. One is to buy your traffic outright, and the other one is to bid on it like a regular auction. Bid increment. Click this question mark to see our bid increments. If you like to put in your own custom bid increments, you could do so in this field. Starting date. You can start this auction now, or you can start it in the future by clicking on this calendar. Auction duration. Anywhere from 1 day to 1 month. This listing will be live in our system for whatever selection you make here. Tracking methods. We offer 3 tracking methods. One, of course, is self-hosted, meaning you're going to host the tracking. A third-party neutral that represents both you and the buyer. Or web traffic cops. Again, a third-party neutral system. This is an in-house solution that we've developed over the last 10 years. And if you choose us, please read our terms and conditions again so that you fully understand obligations. Revenue auditing. Who's going to keep track of the revenues? Are those stats going to be provided by the buyer? Are they going to be provided by the seller? Or are they going to be negotiable between parties? Whatever it is, please use this box below called Additional Auditing Terms and Conditions to disclose all terms and conditions regarding this web traffic listing. If you have your own terms and conditions, please copy and paste them here. If there's any special instructions that you need to disclose to the buyer, please copy and paste them here. Rule of thumb. If in doubt, disclose it. Additional options. If you'd like to make your listing bold, a $2 charge. If you'd like to make it highlighted, a $2 upgrade fee. Dutch auctions. It's really important you understand how Dutch auctions work. We ask that you click on this question mark. Preferably, you look at Dutch auctions case studies for sellers, and we have some live case studies of how Dutch auctions work. View this in detail, and by the time you're finished reading this, you'll fully understand how Dutch auctions work and whether they are for you or not. There are plenty of benefits in using Dutch auctions. So we encourage you to educate yourself on Dutch auctions. That pretty much covers it. Just like to mention one last thing about Dutch auctions. If you select it, you cannot place a reserve price, you cannot place a custom increment amount, or you cannot use the buy now feature. It's disabled. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope we were helpful. If you have any questions, please use our help desk. Thank you.